So are you on your way to Sheraton Vistana Resort? Well, I'm going to share with you 7 tips that I hope will help make your stay a little bit easier right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy, and before we get started looking at these 7 tips for when you head to Sheraton Vistana Resort here in Orlando, Florida, I just want to let you know on this channel I like to provide knowledge, tips and advice to help you get the most from your timeshare ownership. So if that's something you want to see, be sure to subscribe down below, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on a single video. Okay, so let's jump right in. 7 tips for visiting Sheraton Vistana Resort. I'm here at the south exit of the property, and this is one of the exits of 2 that exit onto State Route 535. And if you're not aware, 535 is a pretty busy main thoroughfare all the way up through here in Lake Buena Vista. So it's extremely busy, and if you go out here, you're going to have a hard time turning out. Probably a little bit easier if you're turning right than if you're turning left. But there is no stoplight here, and the main entrance, what I might call the north entrance that goes out onto 535, it is pretty much the same way. It's not an easy turn out of there either. We actually waited for like 5 minutes one night just trying to turn right out of there. There's so much traffic. Okay, so my tip here for that is, with this road being so busy out here, is to exit via Meadow Creek Drive. That is actually the road that kind of runs through the resort here. It is actually a county road, and it's a much easier exit to get out onto 535. There is a stoplight out there. It's essentially where the Walgreens drugstore is over there as well. So when you see that, you know you're at the right place to turn in, or when you're going out, head out to that stoplight. Much easier to get turned left for sure out onto State Route 535 that's behind me here. Okay, so I'm over here in the Falls section to talk about tip number 2, and that is simply to pick your section, their phase, area, village, whatever they call it. There are, 9 of them, I believe. Falls, palms, springs, lakes, cascades, spa. There's a bunch of them. So you want to know which one you may want to stay in when you're here at Sheraton Vistana Resort. Now, some of these phases only have check-ins on certain days. Over here at Falls, I believe it only checks in on Friday. So if you're not checking in on Friday, you're not staying here. And some of the other ones have other limited check-in days, some Saturday, some Sunday. A lot of the newer sections, though, they check in on either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So you may get a chance to call the front desk ahead of your arrival, probably a couple of weeks out, and request a specific phase if you're interested. They all kind of have their own look and feel. And I'm actually going to be doing a video on the different phases here at Sheraton Vistana Resort. So if you want to get more information on that, check out this video up here when it becomes available. Okay, so I am here at the quartz pool to talk about now tip number 3, and that is simply 7 pools, 7 days. If you're here on a traditional timeshare stay, you probably have about 7 days to enjoy all 7 of the pools here at Sheraton Vistana Resort. We have quartz. Right beside me here also is the Falls pool. Over there, the Super Pool at Spa. Then they also have the Springs pool, the Cascades pool, the Lakes pool, and fountains. So 7 pools, 7 days. Make sure you enjoy them all. Okay, so we're up here in our villa kitchen to talk about tip number 4. And if you're going to be doing a lot of cooking while you're on vacation here at Sheraton Vistana Resort in Orlando, you probably want to pay attention to this one. And that is just that you probably need to bring some of your own kitchen supplies. Now, the disappointing thing here is they do not provide you with a rubber spatula at all in the villa, and some of these utensils that they give you are in pretty rough shape. I mean, take a look at that one there. Hopefully it'll focus on it. There we go. It is in pretty rough shape. It looks like it's been through a lot and it's done a lot of work. So if you're wanting some decent kitchen utensils, you may want to bring your own. Or there's actually a Dollar Tree across the street. You can run over there, pay $1 for something brand new to kind of get you through your stay. One other thing here, maybe a couple more things, is they also give you a glass cutting board. Have you ever tried to cut on a glass cutting board. It's not easy, I tell you. And ours was also missing one of the little rubber feet on it there. So it was kind of wobbly as well. And one other thing, no kitchen towels or dishcloths. They kind of just give you this stupid little pink thing that I guess they expect you to use as a dishcloth. Pretty disappointing. So we actually bring a few dishcloths along with us as well. So yeah, if you're going to be doing a lot of cooking in your villa, you may want to be prepared to bring along a few kitchen supplies with you. Alright, I'm still in the villa here, now in the second bedroom here in our 2-bedroom villa, to talk about tip number 5, and that is to pack some fitted sheets. Now these are full-size beds, and the master bedroom is a king size, but for whatever reason, we've been to Sheraton Vistana Villages, so the Sheraton Vacation Club properties, they just use flat sheets for a bottom sheet. And I'll tell you, the sheet in the master bedroom on that king bed just barely fits over the mattress. So it's literally tucked under the mattress by maybe an inch. So you're sleeping on it, not very long, and that thing's popping off. So since there is no midweek tidy, no daily housekeeping service, certainly during this pandemic, but even afterwards, if you're here on a timeshare stay, there is no daily housekeeping service. So yeah, these flat sheets, they should be banned, and they need to go out and get some fitted sheets here at Sheraton Vistana Resort. Alright, so I'm back outside here at the theme park shuttle stop to talk about tip number 6, and that is actually the theme park shuttle. And this might be a tip that kind of goes two ways. One is, they do have a theme park shuttle. Now, unfortunately, it is currently suspended due to the global pandemic, but it actually isn't too bad. You do have to pay a fee, and they only kind of leave on certain scheduled departures. You do have to also reserve in advance. I did talk to the front desk yesterday, and they said that the fee is $10 per person round trip. So the cost of that for a family of 4 for a week, if you're going to the parks every day, can really add up. So you might actually want to consider actually renting a rental car instead, or even potentially using Uber. But if you're just going to the parks maybe once or twice, this might be a way to avoid needing a rental car. Of course, if you're coming from the airport anyway, you're probably going to need some way to get from there to here. They do offer a shuttle service, but by the time you add up all those fees you're paying for those shuttle services, you're probably just as well to rent a car here in Orlando and drive around yourself. Okay, so I'm back here in our car at the end to talk about number 7, last but not least, and that is, if you're actually renting a car or bringing your own car, watch out for the price of gas out on State Route 535. There are a number of stations that have extremely high prices. In fact, the one right out here at Meadow Creek Drive, it's a good 30 cents higher per gallon than the other gas stations literally across the street. There's also one up on Vineland Avenue. It is actually about $1.50 more than you would normally pay for gasoline. So that is definitely a good tip. When you need to fill up your car with gas, definitely check those gas prices before you just pull in, because you could literally maybe drive just to the next street up or across the street and get much cheaper prices for gasoline. Okay, so there they are. Hopefully 7 tips to help make your next stay at Sheraton Vistana Resort a whole lot better. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos about timeshare, check out that description box below and what to watch next. And for another video about Sheraton Vistana Resort, check the one out up there in the upper right. And YouTube, they think you'll like the one right below that. Be sure to subscribe. You can do so by clicking on my picture right here. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and until next time, the best destination is always a timeshare.